Terrific command. Let's talk about it. Deuteronomy 6:8. You shall bind them for a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. Where else do we hear about hands and foreheads? Revelation 13, and he shall cause both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark upon their right hand and upon their foreheads. I am 165.39269% sure that the mark of the beast will involve breaking a command of God in some way. You will be presented with a choice to break the command of God, or else to not be able to buy and sell. That will be the choice, and your feet will be held to the fire, and you will have to decide at that point who you trust. Where's your allegiance? As many of you will notice, that right before this is Deuteronomy 6:4. That is the Pledge of Allegiance for those who choose to be Israel. Yeshua repeated this Pledge of Allegiance when he was asked the question, what are the two greatest commandments? And to that he replied, Deuteronomy 6:4. The Shema, the most important prayer in all of Judaism. Okay, so now that we've established the groundwork, let's go into the hands and the frontlets. In Judaism, they do this thing named tefillin. Tefillin is an expansion of the word, and that means prayer in Hebrew, and it's little parchments in leather boxes that they bind on their actual hands and their actual foreheads. Do I recommend you do this? Personally, no, because I believe that it's a bit of cultural appropriation. This is a very Jewish thing. This is the Jewish tradition that they came up with. You could come up with another version of this if you like. You could have a bracelet on your hand. What would Jesus do? Same energy. But at the end of the day, what is the spiritual picture being presented here? We have a spiritual and a physical picture being presented always. What are you thinking about day and night? Are you thinking about his commands? Are you thinking about how you can follow his commands, how you can better yourself? What are your arms doing? What are your hands doing? Are they doing good things, good works for the Father? Or are you doing evil? And that's the work of your hands, right? Are his commands bound on your forehead, every thought that you have, and on your hands and every work that you have? And once you get to that point, you will know that you are his, and you will not compromise. So you were asking about the mezuzah that they put on the door. There's some really interesting science behind all of this. This is a mezuzah, you put the commands in it, and it's a reminder every time you leave your house to keep the commands. What's interesting about this scientifically is that your brain actually resets every time you walk through a door. So if you are walking through a door and the mezuzah is there, your brain is automatically resetting every time that you see the mezuzah, and you're remembering to keep the commands. So there's science to it too. Terrific command.